Hey guys, welcome back to the Geekbox, and today we're going to be doing another Hitman World of Assassination video with the 7 Sins pack, and we're going to be doing part 2 this time, the Profusion. So this one's a bit different than the first one with greed. Obviously we haven't got the coins and stuff, but also there's actually 2 ways to do this, or a mix between the two. You can do the full of pride or lack of pride options, which means picking the easy option or the proper option. But either way, we're going to cover both of them. We're going to go through the proper pride ones first, and then we're going to go through the lack of pride ones so you get all the challenges done. Anyway, with that being said, let's get into it.
47, can you hear me? You need to wake up.
Don't listen to her. We don't need her anymore. What does she know? Sitting behind her desk, telling you what to do and not getting her hands dirty. You are much better than that. You are the apex predator. Celebrate your talent and impress the peacock. Show them how it's done.
So, starting us off, and whilst we run to the peacock, which you have to start off every mission with to get your choice, keep in mind each of these is the same. No loadout whatsoever. You select your loadout at the peacock, so set locations, etc, etc. You get your missions added as you go. Times it will depend on what weapon you pick, etc. But you see, with each start of the level you have to find the peacock first, and then you will get given a choice of 2 weapons, which is where you pick the one that's full of pride and the one that's not got the pride behind it. So for the first mission you've got the choice of the Tanto, which is the prideful option, or you've got the C4 explosive block. So we're going to take the Tanto, put it straight away. If there's somebody stood right next to you, just hold on a moment because they will spot you instantly, and then head into this first building right next to you. Grab the scissors and that. I decided to grab bits between because obviously you might need them for extra distractions, etc. But make our way up the stairs here, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up the door. Now we're going to use 0118. That is the code that handles all the locks outside of the main building on this level. We'll just open that because in a moment when we do our first target, it's going to then say that we have to get rid of everybody and hide. So as you saw, when we come through the door there, just chuck the scissors there, grab your other bits of distractions, and we're just going to lure these guards down here, take them out, and then we're going to drag them down to where we just opened the door, as just inside the apartment there is a cupboard that you can hide the bodies in. So with them out of the way, we're going to now go and take out our first target. So heading up into the area here, be careful as you get to the top of the stairs. See, I've seen here as well, just grab the guns because again they're useful for luring people away, etc, if you need to. Now with this occasion I got up, it's one of those cases you can throw something to distract the other guy, or the timing will be they'll walk away from each other anyway. But as you see, just a nice simple distraction. Target will actually go off and turn his back to you anyway if you wait a little bit, but if you're a bit impatient like me, you can do it this way where you can knock the guy out as he goes off to that side, and then we're going to take out our Tanto and eliminate our first target. So usefully over here, he is literally right next to a box where we can stick his body into, and then we're going to do the same with the other body as well. So with that all being done, once you've got the body safely put away and all bodies are hidden, so you've met the parameter, we're going to head back down the way we came. So now we're going to make our way down to the next target, which is going to be in a room where we've got 2 guards. So simply make your way down. We're going to hit the bottom floor, and then as you can see I've sped this all up, but you can follow where we're going to. So now we're in the launch room. We're going to use the code again, 0118, and that is going to give us access to the upstairs area, and this is all nicely set out for you anyway with the Tanto kill. So just sneak your way through there. You don't have to be too stealthy, they don't seem to hear anything, and either using a distraction or you can use the radio that's placed here, and that will lure your target into place. So there is someone upstairs as well that you may have to deal with, and it takes a moment. So for me personally, I just went up and just threw something at the back of his head. There's this box there we can hide his body in, and we're also going to put the target there. Then sneak our way to the corner, and then when he goes and turns the radio off, just to make sure the other guy doesn't come straight after him, hits the button, and to my embarrassment drop the sword on the floor, but you can just throw that into his head if you're not an idiot. But the kill still counts, and see, it's a silent kill anyway using the Tanto. I'm not gonna lie, I slapped myself in the head when I did that bit because it was a bit embarrassing, but oh well, that's Hitman for you. But bringing his body up the stairs, then we're going to drop his body into the box here, and the other guy's body as well, with the guard that we just knocked out, and that's also going to leave us with the exit right next to us. So this tidies up all really nicely as a mission. So he's got rid of, obviously make sure to get rid of his body as well, so you got all the challenges done, and that's both targets eliminated with the pride side of it, and all bodies hidden. So that will then lead us on to the next mission.
Magnificent. You've proven that you are the apex predator. Let's see if you can keep it up.
So, on to level 2. Now we're going to actually be heading up to where we finished the last mission, which is quite a cool bridge. So again, code 0118, straight through the doors, head on up to the top the same path, and this time we're going to find the peacock here. So we've got the option of these syringes, and we've got the sniper rifle. The syringes are the pride option, and the added venture that you now can't get spotted. So but also this is definitely a bit more of a challenge, so make sure you pick up the things that you can for distractions, etc. And we're going to be heading back down and making our way to the block. Obviously those did the main mission, you know the block because that's where you find your target, etc. So making our way now, we've got to the block. You can see we've headed round to the homeless area and grabbed the crowbar next to where they're talking about the fact that he's going to be rich, etc. And make your way up the ladder. Climb on through the window and then take a turn to the right. So we're going to use now the crowbar to open up these gates so we can get upstairs without being spotted or having to go past the guards. And now a good bit of this is going to be just moving so you don't get spotted in time. So as you see, our first target's here at the top, just move through so that you won't get spotted as you go past. And then we're going to sneak on through. Obviously as he's walked away, you won't be able to be seen. Don't make a move across the corridor to this room until you can see that he has moved away. If you have to, just wait there because you don't want to be waiting around with those guards where they can spot you. But after that we make our way over here, and after a short time you will see that he comes back over to you and he'll leave himself exposed, perfect for the syringe to go straight in his back. Obviously remembering that a poison kill is an accident kill in people's eyes, so the body being found is not a problem. So you can see once he stops you can just jab him and then head to the back of the room, and then this is the bit where you want to keep an eye out where the guards are. So where they're currently stood you will get spotted because you're going to go across behind them and up the stairs, but in just a few moments this guard that stood up is going to turn and face to the other guard to say something to him, and same thing, just move on straight through. Once you've gone straight through you can then make your way up to the next floor. Here we go, so we just go up here, and now we're going to make our way to our next target. Again with this, bit of confidence in moving will do you fine. Guards are down that end, make your way to this door, look to your left, and then grab the knife you want an extra and flow the sink, or overflow. If the guards are there, just wait a moment, it doesn't make that much difference. Just keep an eye out for extra characters wandering around. But waiting here, you won't have to wait long. Your target will spot that the sink's there. Obviously, again, poison needle, you can kill him, drop the body and leave him there. Makes no difference whatsoever. So once you see using instinct or the mini map, etc., that he is there, he's distracted, just go on over and jab him with the needle. So there we go. I let him turn it off first just because I didn't want the other person coming over, but either way, head straight across to this door, make your way to the right, and we're going to climb in through the window here. So now we're on our way to the third target, and still following this route you won't get spotted. So just sneak around the outside. You can see you don't have to be worried about being too careful, just keep moving As long as you crouch down, check the guard there, but you don't give them enough time to actually come after you at all. And just be careful, there's a camera at the top here. It's easy to dodge, so you don't really need to smash it or anything and draw attention to yourself. But heading along here, we just look this room out. Sometimes it'll be facing towards you, so just be careful. But take cover on the side here. You can see this guard at the distance, he either looks over to one side, but generally I find it's a 50-50. Sometimes he has like that psychic thing where even though he's got his back to you here, he then suddenly reacts to when you use the needle as if he was looking directly at the target. But if you give it a few moments, you can take your two choices here. You can either throw something to distract him, or you can wait it out and eventually he will head to the window to your left where he'll have his back completely to you. So as he walks over to the window, just come around and jam him in the back. And now from here, we're just going to reverse our route back exactly the same way, taking the same precautions, and we'll be out of here in no time. So, completely reversed the same route we did. A couple of times I had to stop to let the guards walk away before I carried on through. But apart from that, straightforward, head on round to the exit here with the scooter and take yourself out of there. That's part 2 done, so let's move on to part 3.
I'm impressed, 47. You've proven that no task is too much of a challenge. You should be proud. Now, let's end this with a bang.
So, on to stage 3, and I'm not gonna lie, this can be a bit of a prickly one, but we're gonna start off here and grab the crowbar underneath where we start, and then take out this camera with the crowbar. See, new addition, you can now use blunt objects to take out cameras, which is a huge help, and then we're gonna use that same crowbar to pop the door open. So, don't have to sneak around that anymore like you used to. Head on down and to the right, and we're in the ICA facility, which, as people know from doing this in the main mission, this place is a pain in the ass. But following it around, head to the left and go into the server room, and then use your camera to open up the lock here. So once that's opened, pop on through. So they've cleared the guards out this time, which is a nice touch, and head on through, grab the banana because banana's good luck, and then pop into this room here and grab the dongle for tier 1. And now we've got the peacock. Grab the fiber wire, as the saber is the less savoury option, but the fiber wire is your pride option, so we're going to be using that for this one. Grab your crowbar out again and just take out the camera in this corridor so you don't accidentally clip the edge of it, and then we're going to take out our first target. So if we look in the room here, there is an NPC that's floating around and our target. See, he spots you quite easy, so I've just jumped in here for a moment. You'll see, obviously, he comes across, he has a nose around for a second, and then luckily he'll bugger off. I mean, I've sped it up just a little bit to get that over with. So then, when you're ready, obviously, just get the camera and open this door. Sometimes it's helpful to actually wait a moment, but now he's taking his place there. We're going to open up the door, and we're going to sneak in and grab the level 2 dongle, or tier 2 if you prefer, and get our 5-wire out, and now we're going to wait. So after this bit, after a few moments, this annoying person, we'll call him, will finish nosing at the screens, and then he'll finally make his way down to the end. So you want to try and do this in one quick motion if you can. Just grab the guard with the 5-wire because you're still being blocked out for the woman from seeing you, and then we're going to take his body round and stick it in where we hid before. So getting him in there, if you do this as quickly as you can, I know it's not easy with the 5-wire, but come through, grab his gun, and then you're just going to go up, then head down to where he is and sneak to the left. So I like to give that quick little check, but just to make sure he doesn't turn around. But in here, get your camera out, and then we're going to climb through the vent, and that's going to give us access to the changing room. So that's just another level 1 dongle. You don't need to grab that. I just have a fixation with picking up everything like that. I can as many times as I can. But from here, we're now going to use change of tactics. We're going to put the gun down, And now if you're not quite sure what you're asking, like with the banana and stuff like that, if I didn't use that, if you notice when you started off they actually added in do not subdue or pacify anybody. So we're going to leave this gun here, and we're going to use one of the old bait and lure tricks, because we're going to have to get the guards to look away from the doors. There's no other way through. So throwing the crowbar down, it's just make some noise and hide in here. Now I did get caught one of the buggers here. These doors close so quick sometimes that it'll close too fast. Like this one, he heard it, he'll come and get the gun, and then this gives you the opportunity to get round him. So once he's finished doing his full inspection of the gun in disbelief, he'll walk away, separating that gap for a moment, and then we just need to get rid of the other guy. So we're going to throw an item in the corner here and it will get his attention. So this is what I was referring to. It's go around, doors closed already, so I didn't get his attention, but you've got time to do it again. So just throw it from actually where you're at the door. Learn from my mistake. The other mistake I made here, which you'll see me fix later, but is I threw the crowbar. If you can, try and throw something else, because the crowbar is going to be used later on to escape. But luckily there is another one which I will show you. But as he goes in to look at it, just make your way out, use this pillar to break the line of sight with the people there. You'll probably get one will come over to investigate, like in this case. Just use the old trick, break the line of sight and go. You've got plenty of time to get away before they can do anything. Head down the stairs, take a right and a right again, and then we're going to get our camera out again to access the security office and not run straight into the door like I did, which is probably something I do in real life, to be fair. But opening that, now here we're going to play a game of peekaboo with our target. Now on this occasion, as I went through, the target already saw me just for a second and followed through. If he doesn't, because he's in a different place, you're just doing the same thing. When he looks across to where the security guy is, just stick yourself out, let him see about 3/4 of the gauge, run into here, and he'll do the same thing. He'll follow you in, grab him with the fibre wire, which we just did with a bit of flair, then drag his body over here and hide it in the closet. So after you deposited the body, we're now going to pop into the security room on the way through. So grab his gun, and then we're going to get in there just to get the level 3 dongle that you're going to need to access your last target. So obviously this is also doubling up as a guide to get the dongles, which is great. But pull the dongle out of the machine there. See, then sneak your way through. There is this here, you can shoot that if it's necessary, if you've been spotted by a camera or something. So if you generally follow the guide, you shouldn't be, but just in case of the backup, you can shoot that and hide. But we're going to get here, use the camera to block off this window, and it will cut out the camera's view as well, so you can just walk across here. And then we're going to use the same to get through the vent here. This vent is going to then let you get downstairs. So this is your bypass for the guards that are actually waiting at the stairs below. So helpful information for the main mission as well. But if you just head along through here as quick as you can, obviously your speed is a bit reduced to here, but you're going to get to this ladder. We're going to get to the ladder, just drop on down and then head to the left. So through this vent, it's going to let us get into the downstairs area now. We've got that level 3 access. So heading into this room, just use your camera discreetly, close off both windows just to be sure. It will black them out so nobody can see what's going to happen inside the room. So do that one, and then we're going to hack that one. And now our target is isolated. Get out your fibre wire and take out the last one, pleasing the peacock. So that's done. Then just pull the body round. I like to drag around the back just in case, because there's that front window that you haven't covered. But reverse route back to where you were and head down here again, but you're going to turn left here. So we're actually going to head now to the emergency exit that they give you. So the ladder here will take you out, and if you're not an idiot like I was for a second, you'll remember to hit the button. That will drop down and it will take you into the courtyard outside the block. Now remember I said earlier about I threw the crowbar that I shouldn't have thrown? Well, this was actually the area I was referring to. There is a door you can go through, but you'll need the crowbar to open it. Now head across to this door if you need a crowbar instead. This is your bit extra. If you head to here, there's a crowbar just on the side here, and so there'll be nobody up there apart from the normal guards, and actually I haven't got over being spotted. And there's a bit of a waiting game here, or if you're impatient you can throw something to distract them and sneak across. I started waiting here as you can see, and then my impatience did get the better of me. So once these guards have finished their conversation, they go to their positions, etc. All you're doing is you're literally heading across the courtyard. As I said, I got annoyed and said bananas for good luck, so we use it. Weird thing, well, not so weird down, I suppose they could have seen the arch it came from, but he'll do his little old check in the ear roll, which I will have to point out, it's so annoying sometimes. It's like you can walk and use your earpiece at the same time, you don't need to do one after the other. But that allows you just to sneak here in the middle. He'll have a quick nosy, wonder what's going on where the banana went, and then as he heads back, just make your way over to that door, and that's it. It's done. You've only eliminated your targets. You haven't taken anybody else out that you don't need to, so you've got a nice clear run of this. As you can see, now they're going to have both their backs to you, just to this door, crowbar to open it. As I said, if you're not needing like I was earlier, you'll keep the crowbar with you, so you can do that normally anyway. And then head to the left, and we're back up where we finished the last level, so we can take the scooter to escape. So that's all 3 levels of the Pride Profusion done with the Pride factor. To not make this video massively long, I'm going to do a quick video as well, separate from this one, if you're interested, with the non-Pride options, or probably the more fun options as well, blowing things up and sniping people, etc. But for now, I hope that helped you, as obviously that will get you the top achievements, so you get the other challenges done for the negative one, so look out for that one if you want to do the guide for that with me as well. But anyway, thanks for watching guys, as always. I appreciate your support. If you liked the video, please hit that like button. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all the latest content, and as always, I'll see you all out there.